Hey guys, this is Maureen, and today I'm going to do a podcast on what it's like to live in an SUV. And there's so many people um, who are interested in this lifestyle now, who are really learning a lot about it through practice of their own or through friends who have done it. I meet so many people while traveling on the road that, are living this lifestyle too, that are women my age, older women, single women, some with dogs, some not, and also men. And a lot of them have said to me that they would never go back to living in an apartment or a house again because they love this lifestyle so much. So I just wanted to share with you what the pros and cons are, some of each, while I'm here today, and just give you some tips. I get to see so many areas of this country that I've never been to before that I would never get to see if I weren't traveling full time. I've been greeted by bears at my windows in the mountains, and that was kind of exciting. They do know how to open car doors. I learned that while I was in my car one night getting ready for bed, there was a bear that came up and he lifted the door handle of my front door like a person and literally could have just come right in my car. I was so blessed to have locked it first, right? Like seconds before he got there. um, and so, anyway, you get joyful experiences like that, excitement like that, but also really amazing scenery, views, and places to sleep like that. You just wake up to this amazing opportunities also with the views of, people that you meet too, and connections that you can make. Um, and I make jewelry on the road. I make my own gemstone jewelry. I have that all set up in my SUV to do, in addition to the other job that I have. I have a flexible job, and this works really well with living in an SUV. Is DoorDash, because you can just go anytime you want to, wherever you want, and explore new towns and get to see new places and meet new people, but also get to learn the restaurants that are there in each area and, where the good places are, the good food is. And, places like this, I found this while I was door dashing um, the podcast studio I'm in. So you just never know what can happen while living on the road and what good things can come. But also a challenge that I had was, I got a flat tire one night and ended up having to sleep on the side of the interstate one night, which was very scary and very dangerous. So there's some risks involved, of course, with everything in life. There always is. But, for the most part, it's amazing. But it does get tiring. Sometimes, always looking for a new place to sleep. It's very hard to have a routine that's the same and every day, and because you're traveling so much. So that's a challenge with it, and also a challenge, with the weather and the weather changes, changes in temperature, because you're not in a house or like that. When you're sleeping at night, you have to deal with like changes in the temperature, them dropping or raising in the morning then too, and no showers. So, you have to find your places where you like to go for showers and stuff like that. But I found a way to have like a bathroom in my car, in my SUV. So I bathe in there, no problem. I have, toiletries and everything that I have at home in my car. And sometimes I actually prefer there to an actual hotel room because it's just my space and it's comfortable and I love it. So it's decorated with my things, and, I have it all, you know, organized where I know everything where it all is. So it's very affordable, but it's not cheap. It is kind of expensive, and you'd be surprised at how much similar it is to living in an actual apartment cost wise because of the driving you do, and cost of gas and everything. and eating out all the time because you don't have a refrigerator to keep and store food in. So you always have to be eating out. So that's why also DoorDash goes perfect with this lifestyle, because I never am short on where to go to eat for ideas for that. So anyway, and I can eat while I'm working too. So yeah, so anyway, that's about that. And in addition to that, I see the beautiful sunsets every day and sunrise in the morning, the birds at my door every day. I can sleep with the windows open or, whatever. I find private places that are secluded in nature. So I'm always feeling like I'm camping. A lot of the time I find the best spots for that. So, it's always safe. I make sure I use my intuition all the time to find those places to sleep at night and trust my instincts about, how safe I am. So, yep, but safer than sleeping in a tent, I believe, because, there's a lot of people out there doing the tent camping thing too nowadays and staying in tents on campgrounds with their RVs and stuff like that too. And so I think in a car and you have the doors you can lock, whereas a tent has no locks on them. So anyway, but yeah, that's it for today. And thank you for joining me here. And I appreciate you so much for watching my podcast. Next time, I'm going to be sharing a little bit about how to have relationships on the road and how they work. Thank you for now, and till next time.